Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kop-Ish.
Hello everyone, welcome back to post-match reaction and player ratings. If you just joined us from the last stream, you will know that we spoke quite a lot about the game itself, and that will eke into the player ratings. So we're going to go straight into it without dilly-dallying about. Guys, what are you saying for Alisson?
Made one of the greatest saves I've ever seen, even if he didn't mean it. That save from Mateta where he just put his hand up and Mateta should have scored, but my goodness, the save was crazy. Could do nothing about the goal. But that save though, I mean, I know we lost the game, so you can't really do the most, but I'll give Ali, I thought he was good. So 7.5.
I'd go for 8 for Ali.
That save, bro, was like, that's different to him and Kelleher, which is crazy. Like, you have no right to save that. It's just nuts.
Yeah, what's your rating for him, Drew?
Yeah, probably around a 7 as well. I'd probably say, yeah, like that save was sensational, and he didn't. Yeah, I'd probably say about a 7.
What did you say, Matt?
I said 7.5.
I went 8, so we'll settle at 7.5. Bradley.
I didn't see his injury, guys. Was it bad?
It looked like his ankle went underneath him.
Okay, I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
it looked like a twisted ankle, bro. He couldn't get off by himself. He was carried off.
Damn.
Not in a stretcher, like, you know, that when people have to put their arm around you.
Yeah, I saw. So basically, I literally just put downstairs, and when I came back, Bradley, it was like you said, he's been kind of that the man were holding him up, kind of thing in it while he was being walked off. But I didn't see the injury. But Bradley, I thought was good. I'll give Bradley. Bradley was good. He was nice, kind of all right, like 6.577. No, 6.5 for Brad. 6.5 for Brad.
I'd have gone 7 for Bradley.
6.5.
What are you saying, Drew?
6.5 for Brad.
What did you say for him, Matt?
6.5.
We settle on a 6.5. Kanate.
4.
I thought he done some good progressive passing actually to break lines. Some about what someone couldn't do.
I'm sorry. Mateta might be able to be a little bit of a handful every now and again, but to struggle with Mateta generally throughout the game, that was quite embarrassing for me. He gets a 4.
I didn't think he was as bad as that. I would have given him a 6.
It's a 4 from me as well. I thought he was poor today. Virgil?
Even if his passing was shocking today.
Yeah. His passing decision making when he had the ball wasn't great today. It wasn't a good game. He was poor today, in my opinion.
Yeah,
am I going mad? Did he not?
I think you are with a 6, bro.
I must be. But again, it's my rating, in it, so it's what I think, in it.
Yeah, I'm going 4 for Virgil as well.
Because I thought Virgil was not good at all.
I would go.
It was kind of at fault for the goal. He was a big kind of.
He wasn't at fault at all for the goal drift. He wasn't at fault.
I think he played a goal, to be honest.
Say again?
I think he played a big role in the goal.
How?
Because he was marking space.
He wasn't, Bobby. He was marking a man drift.
That's
if you go watch
Virgil got bailed out by Robert as well.
Virgil, the goal had nothing to do with Virgil.
He got bailed out though by Robbo. Let's keep it a buck. I didn't see Ibu do that.
A slip, though, isn't it? Like,
no, but a slip. No, but we say it's a slip, and I hear you. but a slip can be vital. It can lead to something. And if it wasn't for Robbo, say they scored, I know they didn't score, but say they did score, that is diabolical. Like, not diabolical, but that's catastrophic. Even though it's not his fault, it's still catastrophic, isn't it? Because a catastrophic mistake or error that led to a goal. We're just lucky Robbo was able to bail him out. Sorry.
I think it's hard to blame him for anything regarding the slip. Like, literally can't do anything about it.
I thought
slip is one of those things where it's your fault because technically it's your fault, but anyone using logic would be like, it's not your fault. Like, it's a slip. Like, anybody can slip. Losing your footing is something that can happen at any moment of any game.
Nah, do you know why you gotta look at it differently, Drift? Look what Isak did to my man yesterday, bro. That's great play from Isak. He made
but Isak made him slip because he off balanced him. Virgil just slipped. He just lost his footing.
Yeah, but but you do realize if you are unless the pitch is wet and muddy, you do realize if you slip, that's to do with your body position. That means you're not set right. That's on you. You control your body.
Nah, you can't.
I think you're being way too.
If everyone's slipping over, we can do the pitch is wet. I hear that. But if only one person slips, only one person, that means you wasn't in the right position, bro, in my opinion. Come on, surely you guys don't agree with that?
I don't. No, I don't want to go into no.
All right, fair enough.
It can literally just happen at any game, bro. That's just unfortunate.
I'm giving Virgil a 4 though.
You're giving Virgil a 4?
Yeah, 4.
I'd have given Virgil a 5 today. What's your rating for him, Drew?
4.
You don't think he was worse than Ibu?
I thought he was, personally.
I think they were the same. I think they were both the same.
Robbo.
I'll give Robbo a 5.
I would have given Robbo a 6.
I would have given Robbo a 6. Like, literally, that save off the line, like, is worth a mark in itself. That's as good as a goal.
Even in him attacking,
the reason I'm sticking with 5 is because I think he literally averaged out perfectly, as in he made as many bad mistakes as he made good mistakes. Do you get what I mean?
No, but that's what I'm saying. The goal line clearance for me is worth at least a boost up.
I mean, I hear you.
That's as good as a goal, effectively.
It is. He saved
from a defensive
Virgil.
standpoint.
That's what I'm saying. He saved Virgil.
He's
a 6.
So I'm going 6.
You got 6 anyway, so he gets a 6.
Endo.
Boy.
2. Worst player on the park.
1.
No, definitely wasn't the worst player.
I think
3 for me.
No, he was the worst for me anyway.
Endo might be a 1 still.
Definitely not the worst player on the pitch today.
No, Endo was no. There's a reason why the manager took him off, man. I'll be real. I know Klopp isn't the holy grail for making the best substitutions, but if there's one substitution I did agree with was Endo, and it's not even necessarily his fault. He hasn't come back from injury. He hasn't been up to speed.
He's been rushed back from injury.
Here's the thing that worries me a bit about when we say coming back from injury. Endo's injury was a minor injury. I only really give people allowance in terms of injuries when they've had like 3, 4, 5 weeks out with something that's quite bad, like a sprained ankle and hamstring and little things like that. Endo's was like precautionary at first, and then it ended up making him miss 2 games in the end. Like, it weren't like a bad injury. Can we really say, he's back from injury?
With pain though, you can drift. If he's like rushing back from injury, he's rushing back from injury, bro.
No, but bro, I don't think he's been rushed back when it wasn't even a big injury, that it was only precaution in the first place. Like, he only missed the games to not worsen the injury, and then he was back within 2 games. Like, I don't think we can use that excuse with Endo, the injuries, if I'm being honest. He's just not form.
So what are you giving him, Matt?
I said a 1, but I give him a 2.
And you gave him a 2 as well, Drew?
Yeah, I thought of someone else.
Yeah, I give him a 2, yeah.
Fair enough. As in 2 to 4 or 0 to 2?
0 to 2.
Oh, fair enough. McAllister.
Passing was a bit off today. I mean, the midfield is off. 5 average.
I'm gonna ask one I'm gonna ask one thing. Please keep the same energy for McAllister we just had for Endo.
McAllister done more than what Endo was able to do, even when they were
McAllister was
both
poor today.
He was better than
No,
Endo.
he was poor. He was, but
No,
he
he's
was
better
still.
than Endo, but he was poor.
No, he was poor. I thought he was. I said 5 because I thought he got better as the game went on. But his first half performance was like a 3. Oh, it was 1 mark better than Endo, and then I thought he got slightly better as the game went on. But that's
McAllister's a 3 today.
I think he was a
This
5.
is. I wish that we had halves for the low ones because I'd have gone 4.5 today. But I'll go 4 because we don't obviously have the half.
All right, cool. So he settles at a 4 then. Jones.
He was
3 for me.
just better than Endo, so I'll go 3.
That missed opportunity, man. I mean, I know he got 1 chance at goal, but even his Jones was off. 3 or 4 blatantly. 4 for Jones.
3 for me for Jones. He missed the best chance of the game as well.
No, he did. That's what I'm saying. He's a 4. I mean, yeah, you could say 3 or 4. Yeah, you could say 3, but.
Szoboszlai.
He didn't do nothing when he came onto the pitch. I'm gonna be real.
I
thought it was a 3.
I'm not even gonna lie. Maybe Cal had a point when he said Endo wasn't the worst because it might be Sobo.
I'm giving him a 3.
I'm gonna be generous and give Sobo a 2, same as Endo.
I'm going 3 for Szoboszlai, but it's still in that category.
I made the mistake of thinking maybe he could just start having a couple shots and could help in this game.
He looked worse on the left, bro. He looked worse on the left than he does the right. As I said, you got to be on the right.
Yeah.
On the left, he just doesn't have a freaking clue, bro. I'm gonna be real.
He's got to sit down for the rest of the season.
He needs a recalibration. Front needs recalibration.
Yeah.
I'm not. What's
Get ready for the new manager. Get ready for the new season, and we go again. He's been without doubt Liverpool's top 3 worst players this season for me.
Should we do Trent? We'll do Trent while we're here as well, because Trent pretty much played a whole half as well.
I'll just go 5 based on what he did with the game.
The passing was a little bit off. He's trying to get 5.
He kept on making the wrong pass as well.
I'll say 5. You can tell he's just come up from injury. 5,
Trent could have got a 4. I'll stick with a 5, but he could have got a 4 today.
I'll say we look better when he steps onto the pitch, though. That's one thing I will say. He gave us a bit more. I say fresh impetus because he's Trent. However, I get what you mean. The passing, some of the execution wasn't there. Some of it was okay. Yeah.
Salah.
Bro. Locked up by Mitchell, missed all of his chances, looked very wasteful. He actually still looks like he's playing with an injury, but I'm starting to wonder whether now the injury has almost, what's the word? Highlighted more so his recovery, how we used to recover, is not the same. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's a 2 for me. It's a 2 for me.
Yeah, I was even gonna say a 1. I was just Salah's shocking, bro. I'll be real. Yeah, he's 2. He goes in there, Endo.
Yeah. What's yours, Drift?
Yeah, next to Endo, 2.
Just put him next to Endo, man.
Nunez.
Put him next to Endo, man.
Yeah, 2 as well.
Nunez is a 1 for me.
Yeah, it might even be a 1 still, but he's just next to Endo. They're all in that same awful group. Like, shocking,
man. Diaz.
He was a bit better than the other 2.
I'll probably go 5 for Diaz.
I think he was better than a 5. I actually thought Diaz was really good. I actually me personally, I'll give Diaz a 7 today. But I was unlucky not to score a goal.
I'll say 6.
He actually.
Bro, I know we do it based individually. Nobody really deserves a 7 today.
No, we can't do that, guys. No, on a real, we can't do that because on Thursday we all sat there and said Cody had a good game, but none of the forwards scored. So we can't pick and choose when we do the group thing and when we do the individual thing.
I'm not doing that, bro. I'm just giving.
Drift just said. No one can. I'm going to ask you guys. Serious question. He almost scored from a chance that really he had no right to even get to.
Yeah.
He was constantly a danger. He beat his man a couple of times, and I can't think of any misplaced passes or anything he did wrong in the game.
That's what I said. I give him a 6, but maybe 6.5. Maybe.
Yeah, but I think a 7 or higher means that he'd have to have had like he created some really good opportunities.
7 just means you were good today, though, Drift. He was good today. I'm still giving him a thing.
But when he had that chance and the goalkeeper saved it, Drift, we both said, how the hell did the keeper save that? So it's not like that.
Yeah, that was a brilliant chance. But I'm just thinking about in the second half where I don't really think anybody played well, really, because he was good in the first half, but he wasn't good in the second half. I know he came off, obviously, but he was the best out of the forward players. That's easy. But I don't know. I don't think I can go higher than a 6, though.
What's yours for him, Matt?
I originally said 6, but I'll go 6.5 because he was good.
Yeah, I'll do that as well. I'll go to 6.5.
Diaz was good.
I don't think he was a 7 though.
Diaz was good. He was good.
Substitutions.
It was
Gakpo.
I thought, you know what, Gakpo 6.5 as well. I thought Gakpo was good when he came on, you know.
Yeah, I got 6.5 for Gakpo as well. I think he was good still.
Putting in some good crosses.
He started to get in the crossing for no reason thing, which was a bit frustrating. But he definitely had the most kind of like life.
I think Gakpo crossing was instruction personally.
Yeah, that looked like, because you know what it is, Drift. He was able to dodge 2 people very easy, but was still specifically looking for that cross, which says to me that was an instruction. Like you can see, like, because if not, it's like, bro, you could continue to run in, look for the 1-2, and maybe try to get into the box. But you could see his mindset was, I need to get the crossing because I've been told Jota's in there. Let me try and make that opportunity. Someone could be there centrally. So yeah, I agree. I'll say.
This is the dilemma for the next game, isn't it, really? Because even though it doesn't matter anymore because we can't win anything, we still got to play the games, obviously. And Gakpo seems to be playing quite well on the left. And ironically, the only other player playing well in our front line is Diaz, who plays in the same position. So it's almost like, what do we do? Because really, both of those two should be playing. But I don't think either of them should be playing in a different role than left wing. You can't play 2 people at left wing.
It's very easy, Drift. Salah sits on the bench and Diaz plays on the right.
No, but even though I can understand what you're saying because it keeps Diaz on the pitch, are you not possibly ruining his good form by playing him out of position?
Maybe, but him and Gakpo can rotate and Jota as well. Nunez and Salah have to sit down. They have to sit down.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Can't be throwing up 1s and 2 performances and start the next game. That's crazy.
No, I totally agree with that. That's 100.
I'd have gone 7 for Gakpo, but you guys have gone 6.5, right?
I thought he scored.
Yeah, 6.5 for Cody. Yeah.
Jota.
Do you know what? He made an impact.
I gotta give Jota a 3 or a 4. I thought he was poor when he came on, and he should have scored that chance.
He should have scored, but everything. It's so frustrating with Jota. 4 for Jota.
4 for me as well.
Yeah, it's a 4. I didn't want to, but it's got to be really.
Here's the thing. Like I said, I know people think what I'm saying is based on some defensive. It's not. Like, a lot of these people have been playing absolutely shocking, but this is something that you got to remember. It isn't just about that individual's playing. It's his fault kind of thing. Because, like I said to you, we called for Elliott to come on. We called for Jota to come on. Both of them came on, and neither of them made an impact. There's just some kind of madness going on with us as a whole team. We've lost our confidence as a team. We've lost form as a team. And even though some people are playing worse than others, everybody's being affected by it. Everybody's being affected by it. I don't think at the moment it almost feels like it doesn't matter who's playing. They're all just going to do the same thing.
Bro, when Elliot came on, how long did he come on into the game?
He was on for 17 minutes, including extra time, which isn't a lot. I get that. But in 17 minutes, he could have still done something that was a little bit more bright than he did, for example.
I'm going to be like, and also...
Let me just put it into context again. I am not saying Salah, Nunez, and these guys have been playing crap. It's not on them. It is on them. I'm just trying to give a bit of perspective. That chance that Jota missed, for example, Jota's the one we want that chance to fall to, and he still missed. And this is why I'm saying, bro, when you watch it back, you'll see Matt's seen it again from the same angle as me. I think this is why he agrees. Cal, he's got either corner he could actually hit, and he just puts it straight down the middle at the goalkeeper from about 6 yards. Cal, when you see it back,
he's got he thinks he's going to score by a tap in, but he's got
bro, he has to score that, bro.
You can't see
it was a 7-yard tap in.
I hear you. But you got
it was but the point I'm making is, even if you think it was a bit of a difficult chance, it's a chance out from 7 yards. And if everybody had said there's a chance that's going to fall to a Liverpool player from 7 yards, who do you want it to be? We all picked Jota, and even the guy we would have picked still didn't score it. There's something wrong with the whole team at the moment. There's just something wrong with the whole team. So
Elliot.
I'd go 5.5 for Elliot. I thought it was bright, but didn't really make an impact.
5.
And Klopp.
3. You lose at home to Crystal Palace, and it doesn't even matter what if where. It's terrible.
I'll go 2 for Klopp.
I'll go over 1.
And there's your countdown. 3, 2, 1. Season's over. Brrr.
Like, to lose to Palace at home at all the games, like to lose it anyway.
The mad thing is, Matt,
to lose.
You know I'm not doing the smart after the fact thing. I really couldn't care less about being right. It's pissing me off even more that I'm right. But you remember during the preview, bro, when everybody kind of got a bit on me when they said that I'm going way too far, saying the Atalanta result was going to affect this match, and that
because you said
I said 2-1
Palace, I think.
I said 2-1 Palace because I thought we'd score. I got a lot of heat for that, and I could just the form is gone. The form is gone.
We can't even. I'll be real. Like, who's on this game against Atalanta on
away games in a row? Yeah, and I get it because it sounds ludicrous to say it outside, Cal. So I get it. We are losing all 3 of those away games. A draw for 1 or 2 of them at the most. Bro, we've got Goodison Park in a relegation battle. Fulham away is the most difficult out of all of the games, and they've actually beaten Tottenham and Arsenal already at their ground. And West Ham away, West Ham are a good team when they need to be. Do you know what I mean? Maybe they're in a little bit of inconsistent form, but they're a good team when they need to be. We're losing all 3 of those games or getting 1 or 2 draws at the most, boys. We're going to end the season and be 8 to 10 points off the top, and the history books aren't even going to make it look like we're in a race. It's mad. We've been in a race right up until the 31st game of the season, but the history books are going to show it's not going to look like that on paper. It's mad, you know.
I don't drift.
It's actually mad.
I don't think we'll lose all 3 away games. I think. Do you know what I think? We're going to win 1, draw 1, and lose 1. Do you know bet?
Which one do we win, Matt?
We'll probably beat Everton.
Yeah.
You mean the ground we've only won 2 times in 10 attempts?
Yeah. In a weird way, yeah, I know. I think we beat Everton, though.
I do as well.
The passion of that derby part is going to be too much for us.
I think it'd be Everton. It sounds weird, I know, but I think it'd be Everton. I think Fulham might be the draw because Fulham batted up West Ham away from home.
Yeah.
But Fulham are a good team.
I know, bro. They beat West Ham.
He's every now and again, and this is what I'm trying to say about Marco Silva. He gets slept on as a manager. He's a good manager, Marco Silva. You know, he gets slept on. But
he is a good manager. No, he's a good manager.
By the way, when you guys asked about the Nunez stat from the last stream, TNT Sports have posted saying Nunez has the worst big chance conversion rate across Europe's top 5 leagues.
Yeah, but is he 501 out of 503 though? That was what the guy said.
Well, if he's got the worst conversion rate across the 5 top leagues, he might actually be 504 or 504.
Hold on, he's got the worst conversion.
No, because I think
top
that
5 leagues.
Didn't he?
Bro.
Didn't he
Darwin
say the whole
Nunez
English?
has the worst. Darwin Nunez has the worst big chance conversion rate across Europe's top 5 leagues.
Yeah,
that's fact.
Terrible.
Where did you see this stat, Cal?
It's on TNT Sport. It's on their official Twitter page.
Oh my lord!
They love putting out a stat to make us look bad as well, but
it doesn't. That's not a stat that makes us look bad. It's a factual stat.
No, I know, but I'm saying I've noticed they do like to post stuff like that, even during the games. I remember when it was getting on Matt's nerves when they kept doing it that time. Like, why'd you? But anyway, there's new.
But they do it to all teams.
Yeah,
They've done it to Man United all season as well. They do.
No,
it to
but
all
what
teams.
I mean is they wouldn't have posted that stat where like earlier on in the season, even when he was. Let's say his conversion rate was just as bad, but we were winning games. They're not going to post it, are they? But obviously,
No, they probably still would.
I don't know because
It's
it
engagement,
meets
innit?
the narrative. I mean, don't get me wrong.
TNT are the same people who have made us play the 12:30 game 2 or 3 times, if I'm not mistaken, because they wanted to change the time of the TV viewing.
I don't think
that's on TNT. I think that's on the Premier League.
TNT. They're the ones who actually decide when the game starts, bro.
Yeah.
The broadcaster actually, I didn't realize until this season, broadcasters actually have the right to change the time.
It's 20%, but what it is that's not conversion. This is big chance conversion. Yeah. So I didn't even realize. So okay, it says big chance conversion rate is 20%. It's the lowest across all 5 leagues. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that is bad though.
It shall be supers.
I didn't know that, but still, they need to allow doing that, man.
Shout out to Dean, Venom, 23MC, and Andil, who just become members. Big up yourselves, guys. Joined at a very good time as well. Got some great members content out at the moment.
Indeed.
Some very good members content. Got the FIFA game that you guys did.
Yeah. Taking then there'll be some more EAFC/FIFA with there. You get me this week, people. So stay tuned.
Kama, You'll Never Walk Alone says Palace popped us at points today. Can't just play.
Okay, I guess Drift is either moving a settee or done the biggest fart you've ever heard.
Yeah, that is.
Let's just hope he moves the settee, people.
Yeah.
That's sounding like Liverpool season.
Yeah, man, needs a wash up.
Pause. Yeah, bro.
Need some peppermint tea, boy.
Hey, bro, man, just need the hot water, you know.
Palace popped us today. Points today. Can't just blame the forwards. We had no control. We had no control in the game. They missed big chances too. Gutted was already over.
I'm gonna. Drift, you should have muted your mic, bro. I just gave you the benefit of the doubt. I just said you moved your sofa, but everyone could hear in the mic was like, bro, it was mad.
Like you need a peppermint tea, bro.
The stool that the camera is leaning on.
I knew it was something you was moving, but it just sounded like you done the biggest fart of all time. I said that's Liverpool.
It sounded like you let go of a stool still.
Everything's so bad. Who cares if people think that? We need to get rid of some waste anyway, right, boys?
Calm says VVD 0. His position was for the goal was bad. He saw the man in the middle and didn't move to close down. Embarrassing from our captain. Very lazy. Guys, I want you to go back and watch the goal. Eze's free from the moment he's in midfield to the moment he gets into the box. Someone let Eze go. Virgil's marking someone. Robbo's marking someone. Someone else is at fault there.
I
Endo
can tell you
followed
that,
the
bro.
run to
Jones
the
was the
byline.
one marking Eze.
My battery. Oh my God.
Jones was marking Eze, but then he saw an opportunity to try and win the ball back, so he pressed. So whether it's right or wrong, that's what he did. So he went to press,
Kanate's
and the pass
position
got
was
made
worse
out.
than Virgil.
Not really, because
Kanate was in no man's land. Kanate was
no, but he went to watch the run, and that's I think Endo needed to come over. What Endo needed to do was turn around and notice the midfielder. Look, there was just a lot of issues in it. It's just bad people you can point the finger at, man.
John says, OMG, there's a viral clip of Salah fell dribble in front of a young LFC fan. The kid begins to cry. End the season, Dave. Yes, Salah's dribbling or lack thereof has been awful recently. Keeves TV says, we have fallen off since Edwards left signings. Abubakar, again, I wouldn't even agree with this one either. Like, I get things right, I get things wrong. Matt gets things right, gets things wrong. Drift gets things right, gets things wrong.
But realistic about what anyway? What topic are we talking about?
Yeah, like we all get stuff wrong and get things right. Michael says, I just saw our remaining fixtures. I still see drop points in those games where I'm fighting for third spot. I think we'll fight.
I agree.
Michael says, I'm sad Klopp really leaving with a League Cup. Whatever the new manager what to do, I'll support. Yeah. Big up Saint. It's some special news from Saint as well. I won't say it because obviously it's personal, but big up Saint, man. Was really looking forward to seeing the man them and having the kids meet each other. Liverpool just shagged the generational link up. Kiss my teeth. Facts.
Yeah, big up Saint, bro.
Yibba says Nunez and Diaz are not good enough to be.
Big up Saint. Love, brother.
Not good enough. Salah is finished. They have cost us too many points. I would have sold them all and rebuild the front three. Ty says, saying it doesn't matter who comes on, they're all going to do the same thing, but we're not looking at management. It's kind of wild. Can't keep blaming the players. I agree. Shane says, Liverpool, man, we are the J. Cole of the big three. Yeah. Pimping the Stress says, Sober Score found you here. Great stats section. Big up yourself, Pimp.
Big up, man.
Big up, man.
Mohammed says, clean sheets at Anfield 1, LFC 1, Palace 1, Atalanta 1. Hold on, we only kept one clean sheet at Anfield all season.
I don't know. Who cares at this point? But you might be right.
No, we couldn't have.
We might.
No, we couldn't have.
Oh, defensively.
Sorry, Matt. Can I ask you a favor? Can you do supers? I'm actually going to check to see whether that's the case.
Yeah. Man said, I didn't know.
That can't be.
All right, cool. That's Mohammed's. Herbs, man. You guys are saying we are done. I guess I got to stop being delusional then. You, man, are my rock. It just hit me when all three agreed. Bro, I hear that. I think it's more of a case of the realization settling in that, I think all three of us do genuinely believe that, the title is just out of our reach now. Like, even a draw would have been out of our reach, but the loss at home, confidence is low, losing to Atalanta, losing at Man United in the FA Cup and drawing against Man United as well. It just ain't been looking good, bruv. Big up yourself, Hers, man. Each and every time, legend, brother. And Etienne Banbury, big at itself for the super love as always. Someone said it's a fake stat, Cal. It's 4, but 4 is abysmal. People are saying it's 4. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's 4, Cal. But even still, 4 is 4. I don't know.
I've got 3.
No. All right. So Everton. Aston Villa.
Yeah,
Villa.
It's 4. It's 4.
It's 4, isn't it?
The last time we kept one was
Mohammed said I meant in 2024 all comps, but it's still awful. I hate you.
November. Hold on.
That's shocking though. That is bad.
Last time in the Premier League, I think, was November. We've kept one clean sheet at Anfield this in 2024. Is at Southampton in the FA Cup.
H, that was Rick was partnering VVD today. Honky.
We've kept 4 clean sheets in the Premier League at Anfield all season. We've kept 1 in the FA Cup and 2 in the Europa.
Boy. That's what I can say.
Are we still going to say this is just about the players, boys?
No. I'm talking about chance conversion. I specifically said when I made that statement, I said,
no, I'm asking everyone.
Setup
because if we can only keep 4 clean sheets out of 32 games, or sorry, let's say 16 games, that's 1 in 4. 1 in 4. And let's not forget, Alisson and Kelleher have been outperforming their XG.
So what are we
They've
saying
been
then?
outperforming their expected goals conceded.
Are we saying Klopp put on his Brendan Rodgers mask this season?
I'm asking a question.
I'm asking you a question.
I'm asking as tactics led to our defensive structure.
Did Klopp put on his Brendan Rodgers mask this season? I'm asking you, Carl. You see the season when we had Scott and Sacco. Did Klopp put on his Brendan? I'm asking a question.
I don't even know what to say, but I'm horrified at that stat.
It's mad because offensively,
you know how good defense we were when we won the league?
I know.
That's the levels.
Yeah. Even 18-19, we were still good, though. We just weren't as good as 19-20. Soul Time, Drift, go watch UFC. At least you'll enjoy the night. UFC is absolutely freaking mental. BC says, if Amrin comes in, pause, who does he get from old club like many managers do if he does, and who does those players replacing our squad like or not? Inacio and maybe Diamond. Is it Diamande, the other centre back? He might try to bring 1, if not 2. I think Inacio because he's left-footed. And I say Inacio, actually. I think there's a bit of a misconception that they always go for the old players, but yeah, maybe 1. I think Inacio. Big yourself, BC. And Abubakar says, how the team have been poor since Old Trafford and the system is so poor. Let's be honest here. The midfield gets bypassed way too easily. Forward line is crap. Yeah, there's no cohesion, I think, at the moment. I don't know what's happened in terms of the drop-off is so bad. Like, what's so crazy, though, is even though a lot of people want to blame the tactics, against Man United, even in the FA Cup, we actually dominated that game for large periods. So it's like, it's not that the players at our disposal haven't got it within them to control a game, manage a game. Even look at the game against Man City slightly earlier in the season. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's weird how like you can just fall off so dramatically. Like, so even though I do think some things are tactical, I do think some of it is confidence and maybe just remember when Klopp, I don't know, man. Remember when he said he's just running out of energy? That might be the players, bro. I don't know. I think it's a few things still.
It's basically down to just whenever you're not quite ready to challenge, but you do somehow challenge by playing out of your skin and etc. Eventually, it kind of just it adds up, innit? Remember, we've been through a lot this season as well. I know everybody's angry right now, me included, but you go and look at all the injuries and the stress on the squad and all the things that have happened during the season. Klopp, like, there's just been so much like disarray, having to change the hierarchy, planning for next season without. There's just so much going on. There's just so much chaos. It's added to all of this, isn't it? So.
Saeed said no. Said that. I'm saying Saeed for Sadat. Sorry, boys. Time to go. Sign out from football. Can't be asked for stress. Sultan says, if AFC drop points, I'll be more angry. I mean, that game's still going on. It's 0-0, isn't it? Tony Mohammed says, we got as many clean sheets.
I think that's meant to say it's Diddy.
Why for that? That is definitely why for that. I'm not going to say his name. Etienne says, guys, we wait 27 years. We cannot give up this. But listen, I hear the enthusiasm and that. And I'm not trying to say you shouldn't even be a believer. That's wrong of me to say. Because, like, again, if you believe, you keep that belief. And that's not me trying to do the whole, I don't know, like, try to be sarky or whatever. Like, bro, trust me. Because there's times when, I don't know, I know it's different, but like the Barca game, Kyle was the only believer. I mean, Drift was just laughing at Kyle, like, Kyle, you must be nuts. Like, we're 3-0 down against Barca. We're messing them. Like, what, you think we're going to do something? And Kyle was just like, no. And again, that's a result, regardless to results. That was one result. But this is football. If we know, stranger things can happen. But I personally think, and I think the guys have already stressed that they believe that the title, unfortunately, is just out of our reach now. But big up yourself, brother. Keep believing still. Because you might, if your belief might, you know what I mean? We win the next game and just might, you never know, might spark up something in the players. What it is so crazy. We just needed this 3 points against Palace so badly. And even though we wouldn't have necessarily been in the driving seat, it would have brought hope again. And that's why everyone's so deflated right now. Mohammed says, even Southampton had 4
big chances missed.
We should have conceded.
Yep. Kelleher, I think, got a 10 for that game.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I hear you. A bit because it's now the United fan base will love this. Yeah. Indeed. Ty, Klopp as usual. Yeah, it's just they will stop their arch rivals, isn't it? Who are us in it at all costs. Ty says Klopp as usual ran the team till the wheels fell off. It's Gaz, big itself, brother. Amarim will give us better stability at the back. Love Klopp. Could be time for new ideas. Would you take Isak? Heads up, lads.
Would I?
Therapy. Bro, I'm gonna be real, guys. You should be saying who are you selling for Isak?
Should be saying how we're raising the money to go and get him. We won't know. We won't.
We won't go for Isak. I don't.
We won't go for Isak.
We won't.
He'll go Arsenal.
I think so. I think he'll go Arsenal as well. If he was to leave Newcastle, if he was to leave.
But it's cool though. It doesn't work as hard as Nunez. It's calm.
And I think that is. Hold on. Big yourself, guys, but I hope you're blessed, brother, you and the family. I think that's it though for the supers. Listen, people. I think we're gonna head out, man. Like, there's nothing more really to talk about. We're at the title race, in my opinion. Not a good performance whatsoever. Players missing chances. Manager maybe not setting things up correctly, even with player selection. Confidence looks really low at Anfield. You can see all the players that kind of know at the end of the game. Do you know what I mean? Falling to their knees, pause. And why for that as well? Because that is a bit mad, but that's what happened. Did it? All the players kind of, you know what I mean? It looked crazy. Everyone's got hands in head, all them things there. They all look like they know what time it is, and you know what I mean. The league title race is over, so to speak. Planet Boy says, "Let's end the Klopp versus Pep thing." And again, I don't even think we should be talking. Like, remember, when you lose, you can say so much stuff. Let's not do this right now. End of the season is when we have these kind of conversations, and we can kind of revisit these certain conversations. Let's not do it now when you lose a game. But we got. There's more football to be played. As much as I think Liverpool are down in the dumps, we got somehow got to pick ourselves up. And I hope the players, well, they already know. We just got to win the next freaking game. It's Atalanta on Thursday. Even if you go out the Europa, win the game. Just win the game. Take something from that game. Convert your chances. And Ty says, no one can convince me Sobo is a bad footballer.
He just plays bad. There's a difference between being
I'm not
bad.
going to get into none of this stuff. It's Gaz. We will get Southgate and bring back Hendo. Yay.
That happens, I'm done.
Guys, if that actually happens, yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'll come on here in the stream and I'll announce to everyone With all due respect to
You
everyone,
heard it here,
I
guys.
love
You'll be coming back on this channel, bro. You'll be leading this channel.
He'll be the only one on this channel.
You'll be the only one on here, bro, because we're ducking out, bro.
We'll have to rename it Gazish. Like, I am not out. It won't be a sabbatical, Melwater. It will be me leaving. I won't be coming back.
Man said it's permanent, you know.
That would be a madness if that ever happened.
Imagine that. And he actually would bring back probably Henderson as well. H says, are we still having the Drake, Jurgen Wireless? I'm trying to cut some from
the Danker Jurgen. I'm trying to catch some from Caroline, you know.
Oh man.
The terrible thing is it's gonna feel like we shouldn't be, and that's the upsetting point. But the logic is still there to say goodbye to Klopp regardless. But yeah, it's just if the season ends badly, it's just gonna feel unnecessary.
I think this should be a Monday conversation. In fact, you know, Abubakar Drifted. Do you still believe Nunez is a good striker?
Yeah, I do.
He's a good striker. He actually is a good striker. He's just not a great striker.
And again, context. Nobody wants to hear the context, which is fine. But as terrible as he's been in the last 4 or 5 weeks, which I wouldn't shy away from, is facts. He's still our second highest goal creator, whether it be assisting or scoring. So yes, there's a lot of issues there, but he still sits just behind Mo as the one who's contributed the most. So it's just, I don't know, it is what it is. Could he have had a lot more? Of course he could have, but he's still got 32 GA, and if he's terrible, I don't know.
The context there is just how much opportunities he's getting.
No, I hear that, but throughout a season, regardless of whatever chances you're
and the
creating,
teams he's scoring against, he's scoring against the teams who are rubbish. Effectively, he's not scoring against great teams or good teams. He's scoring against rubbish teams.
Not necessarily.
No, that's a fact. If you look at the people he's scoring against,
when he scored against the big teams, people said it didn't matter because he weren't scoring against the easy teams, and now he's done it the other way around.
Yeah, because consistency, Drift. He has. If he's a striker,
guys, let's do this on Monday because this is I think a Monday debate where we can talk about our forward line.
It's obvious he should have done way better than he's done, but a 32 GA is by far rubbish. So it is what it is.
Let's do this tomorrow because we can actually speak about that tomorrow actually because I think that'll be one of the pressing concerns, isn't it, about our forward line. All jokes aside, Tony says on a serious note, we're in a false position considering how we have been playing. We've done well to be top 4. I get what you mean. It's almost like we were slightly overachieving in terms of what we're actually doing, and it was going to catch up with us and where we actually are, but we were there in it and we had the opportunity. We just didn't take the opportunity again. Isha Henderson says, how would you guys feel if Klopp stayed one more year? Again, I feel like that's another Monday conversation. That's hard for me to kind of talk about right now.
He's not going to, though.
Because that's the thing. He's not going to, but I'm just thinking if he was going to stay, I think if he was going to stay, obviously I'll be happy, but he would have to make some changes. And I don't know whether he would make those changes that I would want him to make, if that makes sense. So from a defensive point of view, and then even just tactically how you're setting up and what you actually want to do. I don't know.
Even those kind of things. Obviously, I have no facts to back up what I'm saying based on the individuals who are saying it. But everybody say no, he's got to go. It's all right. Everybody was upset when it got announced he was leaving, though. There's a lot of hindsight here or a lot of reactionariness.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I don't think.
Regardless of how this season is about to finish, which obviously seems like it's going to be extremely disappointing, for anybody to sit here now and say it's good that he's going, you've just gone too far. You've just gone too far.
Because if you're seeing a pattern emerging, then why is
How's
it bad?
emerging? We've just fizzled out at the end of a good season, and it's going to end up.
I'm going to ask you, when was the last time? Drift, hold on. You said we've been playing poor for a while. We've just been getting wins.
Yeah,
this is not just the last couple of weeks, bro.
In the last 4 or 5 weeks, the form
it's been longer than that.
No, it hasn't been longer than that, bro. It hasn't, because when you think back to before we ran out the FA Cup, we were playing well. It's been the last 4 or 5 weeks when the form has started to dip off a bit and it's become a bit weird. Do you know what I mean? And whatever. The beginning of March, everybody was feeling very, very positive. Very positive. End of February, beginning of March, everyone was feeling very positive. The form's fallen off. Yes, it has. But for that to be a reason why people turn around and say, nah, it's good he's leaving, whatever. It's just like, well, to me, that seems like it's just too far. That's just going way too far, but each to their own, isn't it?
El Silva says, if Arsenal draw today, the title is not done. You never walk alone. But it's not just... I think if people forget about City, like City don't play football.
We made the cardinal sin of being behind City. I remember, if you lot remember, I said, being just behind Arsenal points-wise may possibly still be okay because they might drop some points. City aren't dropping any points. If you see their fixtures, nobody... And don't tell me people still think that Tottenham team that just got their arse handed to them by Newcastle yesterday is going to beat City. Like, come on, man. Like, Tottenham are a decent side, but City's going to beat them. Like, them man, they just hold licks off Newcastle. Now that we've let City be ahead of us, it's over. Even if Arsenal do drop points, City aren't dropping any. That's it.
Jamrot says, Drift disagree with preferring more chances created with being more clinical. We've seen it now more than ever the past few games. Chances are not goals.
But we had this conversation before, Jamrot. If you're not creating any chances, there's no chance to be missed, to be clinical. There's no opportunity to be clinical. So therefore, I understand what you're saying, but what you're supposed to do is just continue to create the chances, and then the forwards have to just find their form. Because we've got forwards who can score goals. It's proven from before the form dipped off that we have forwards who can score goals. We have every single forward player on 15 goals or more. So our forwards can score goals. The form's just stripped off. So I understand your logic of you saying that you'd rather be clinical than to create the chances. I get it. But what if you don't get a chance to be clinical? What if you're not creating chances and then you don't even get a shot during the game? So, I've heard ex-professionals say this. It's only a problem when the chances aren't coming. That's when you should really start worrying. As long as the chances are there, you just have to find your form and you just have to find the confidence to put the ball in the net. So
someone's not good enough to take the chances, not to do with form, no Drift. If someone's not good enough to take the chances, not to do with form.
But bro, look at today's game as an example. Salah and Jota are more than good enough to score, but they didn't take their chances today.
And what's the sample size of Salah and Jota missing chances regularly? Small.
Well, Salah's been missing chances for a couple of weeks now, bro. He's hit poor form at the wrong time.
Weeks. Nunez has been missing chances for over a year.
This wasn't about Nunez, though, bro. He was just talking about.
But that's what I'm saying. No, but again, if he's the biggest culprit, then a lot of it is down to him.
Well, Nunez was winning us games in January and February.
No, he wasn't.
All right.
He won us one game against Nottingham Forest, if I'm not mistaken. He wasn't winning us games.
All right.
He was contributing, but he wasn't winning us games.
If you're contributing, then that means that you're helping us to win the games, right?
Yeah, so exactly. He's contributing, but he's not winning us games.
All right.
No, but Drift, you've just said he's winning us games. Winning us games is like what he did against Nottingham Forest, what he did against Newcastle. If he's contributing,
to be the final goal to be helping us win games. Up until February, Nunez was playing well. He was doing well. He was getting assists or he was scoring goals. And then in the last 4 or 5 weeks, he's just really fallen off a cliff. But he was playing well up until that point. I sat here on a stream and everybody told me that I can hold my head up for standing by him because of how well his form had been and how well he was playing. Just because he's fallen off of a cliff in the last 4 or 5 weeks doesn't mean he wasn't doing extremely well before that. But people want to forget that because it's easy to just grill him now because he's been bad for 4 or 5 weeks.
You could make the argument on the other side, Drift, and say the form of him scoring is more unnatural than the form of him not scoring. You could say that was a purpose
to be negative towards him.
For reasons when the stats and the facts are there, bro.
Okay. Stats and the facts, bro. The stats and the facts are that he's got 32 goal contributions this season, which means
he's also missed the most chances.
Which means he's done more
but missing chances is part of football. He's still got
Not
a
at that rate.
goal contribution.
At
He's
that
still
rate, it's
got
not true.
32 goal contributions. Salah is the only player in our whole team with more goal contributions. So whether he should do better or not, he's still contributed the second most to our attack out of all of the players who were forward thinking in our team. Simple as that. So if he's that crap, that says a lot about everyone else, to be honest.
Right, let's talk about this on Monday. Let's talk about this on Monday. Hersman,
Nothing to talk about.
correct me if I'm wrong, but did we play the most of the season with second and third string team? Just maybe that's the problem. We were winning with them. Correct me if I'm wrong, but did we play most of the season with the second and third string team? Just maybe.
From about December on, when the injuries kicked in,
maybe turn of the year, maybe, or even just before turn of the year, because that's when, like, was it? No, because Trent got injured in Feb.
No, but you got to remember, bro. Before that, we had quite a few injuries.
Trent got injured against Arsenal in February.
Wasn't that in January? That was the FA Cup.
Was it?
No,
February?
I think he played.
No, he played one game. He played one game against Arsenal and then got taken off.
He came back from the injury.
No, but that was his last game. I was trying to say. So his last game was in February, right?
No, but he got injured in the actual Arsenal game in the FA Cup, which was January.
Yeah. That was the game he got injured. But what I'm saying is, from that moment, that's obviously when Bradley kind of was playing in it.
Yeah.
But didn't we get quite a few injuries in January? Though?
No, it was mainly no. So
like Simicast got injured. Then Robbo
now, but remember, because it was all at the same time. Remember,
Simicast and Robbo got injured
Ali
before January. They got injured in December.
Yeah, that's what I mean. For 2 months. In December, it was kind of when the injuries started a little bit, and then it started to be a bit of a like once we got to like the end of January, then it started to be like a mad snowball.
But no, big yourself first, man. I'll even look into that as well, brother. LFC 786 says Trent is definitely gone as well, and you can't blame him. Hope he doesn't make the same mistake as Stevie. All the old guard apart from Ali need to go, in my opinion. Go rebuild the back and forward line, UDM as well. Bro, by that, you would have rebuilt the whole team, which means you're putting Liverpool in the wilderness probably for about a good 4 to 5 years, if I'm being honest, because you know how long it takes to rebuild a whole team. I'll be real, like, I wouldn't go as far as that, but there definitely needs to be some surgical, like, changes. 100. Gangadip, it pays me to say this as he's one of my favorite managers, Pete Klopp. But if you look at Klopp's legacy, especially at Liverpool, he has massively underachieved and he's been overrated by section on LFC fans. Again, I hear what you're saying, but I do think we need to, when it's all said and done at the end of the season, I think that's when we can have that conversation. I know it just you want to have it now because you feel that everything's unraveling, but I'll say wait till the end of the season. And not when you're angry as well, brother. But I hear what you're saying. Etienne says, you never walk alone for 35 years. I'll never give up. Big up yourself, Etienne. No, big up, man. Trust. And LFC 76, the worst decision FSG made was to back Klopp and Pep over Edwards when it came to signings. Edwards leaving 2020 was the start of the downfall. Well, Edwards is back from next season, so let's see what happens. Vish1215 says this is more of a defensive issue. If you go down 1-0 18 times a season, it creates more pressure on the attack. That is true. Every miss counts more and it becomes a revolving cycle. Defense needs to come first.
I hear that point logically.
To be fair, defense wins you titles, in it, as they say. Attacks win you games. That's what they say, innit? Hate says Mo hasn't showered in months. Rancid brother at the moment. Need to bring him more central. This Crash Bandicoot touchline bandit is done out.
Bloody hell.
Man called him Crash Bandicoot, you know. Man just doing unlimited spinneroonies by pressing square, bro. That is wild. Right, I think we're at the end of the show now. I'll be honest. Guys, anything you want to say for the take people out? Obviously, we'll be back tomorrow. Monday night show. Lots to discuss, I think. Some very valid points were brought up by you people in the chat as well about how we're going to move forward and what changes should be made. So we'll take that into consideration for tomorrow. But yeah, guys, anything you want to say before we take people up?
No.
I'm done. It was fun while it lasted, man. Like, let's be honest, it was fun while it lasted. So.
Boy. All right, well, with that being said, I'm going to leave us. In fact, I'm going to leave you people with our sponsor. But people, we'll see you again tomorrow. Monday night show. Liverpool lose to Palace 1-0 at home. So sorry?
Has a super just come through? I can see on my one unless you just forgot to unstart the last save. Okay, cool.
Oh no, it's just come through now. John, I don't blame Nunez. Mo unbalances us so. Again, fair play, John. Fair play. John.
Yeah, I've got nothing to say.
I disagree with it, but I hear you. I disagree, but I hear you. I hear you.
Generally speaking, I wouldn't agree with that statement whatsoever. But with hindsight, I said it yesterday, it has looked coincidentally cohesive since Mo came back. It could just be a massive coincidence and actually have nothing to do with an individual in particular. But if you really go in deep when the cohesion started to just be a bit weird, was kind of when Mo came back into the team. So whether it's a coincidence or a reason, there is some kind of correlation there.
No, fair play. I think that's something that we can discuss on Monday. I do think cohesion may not necessarily be the same, but I just think whether your cohesiveness is still the same, it's about your chances being put away. So people might say we might not look as balanced with Mo. I disagree with it, but people might say that, right? Fair play to you. But should that stop someone else from scoring if they get the same chances? Because we
Matt,
but hear me out. We just all sat here.
You're banging the
shots
money.
on goal.
No, what you're saying in that regard, you're banging the money. You're not wrong at all. The only thing I will say is, that, for example, when we're like during the game when Cal was saying, where's the patterns of play? That's the part that I think has started to fall away a bit in the last three or 4 weeks. I think we had a much better pattern of play before. And we used to be able to put the triangles around people and we was doing more as a unit. We seem more together. We seem very individualistic at the moment. It seems there doesn't seem to, do you get what I mean? So forget about the chances in themselves. Those speak for themselves. But as a unit, we don't seem to be playing together at the moment. Whereas I think while Mo was away, we kind of were. I do kind of think before Mo went away, we were playing. When it was Jota, Nunez and Diaz, I think we were playing as a unit. I think there was cohesion and patterns of play between the front players. So I'm just saying, I'm not, like I said, it could just be a mad coincidence. But we just don't have any cohesion.
It was Salah. If I remember, it was Salah, Bradley, and McAllister.
You say before Salah went away or when Salah was away?
That triangle there, we're forgetting.
From when he went away and then he got the injury, obviously, that period there when it was Jota, Nunez, and Diaz, I think there were patterns of play and cohesion with the front players. And now, for some reason, it seems to be very individualistic. And like I said, it could just be a coincidence. I don't know what it is. Lack of confidence, lack of form. It could be loads of things. But we don't seem to have any cohesion at the moment. And we did.
Can you remember the teams we played in that run while he was away?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Were any of those teams, any of them top players?
Bro, there were better teams in Crystal Palace, I bet there were some better teams in there.
Do you remember the Arsenal game? Do you guys remember the Arsenal game we played without Salah as well?
Yeah.
The league or the FA game?
The league.
Because we played 2 games without him, didn't we?
The league game. Even the FA Cup game, we should have really lost that.
No, I think we played well in the FA Cup one. I know they had some big chances, but I think we played well.
I remember they could have put us out of sight in the first half, though.
The first half, everyone said
they had 50 million chances.
Yeah, but Brighton could have put us out of sight. There's so many teams we played this season, and in the first 20 minutes, we've been terrible and we could have been out of sight.
Right.
But I mean, generally, remember what Brighton went 1-0 up and then they had another chance and then they went 2-0 up, bro. Do you remember the game that
I wouldn't say put us out of sight. I think that. I mean, I get you, mate. Yeah, you're right. To be fair, you're right. There are chances.
That's my point. My point's been proven just then. All these different teams who could have put us out of sight.
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with Mo. We're talking about the front three and that has Mo unbalanced stuff, so is Mo become an issue? Whatever. I'm saying attacking wise, we just seem to have a bit more cohesion and pattern of play.
We've created more chances. We've created and had more chances since Mo's been back than when he wasn't in the team though.
That's without playing with patterns and having cohesion. As you said yourself during the game, where's the patterns of play? Where's the link up? Why do the players look like strangers? At the moment, they don't look like they're playing with each other. They're just playing for themselves almost. But again, I don't know.
Are Arsenal really going to drop points? Shape my effing head. I don't know. We're meant to be seeing
they'll win this game.
I think they'll win the game in the end. But what did I say, Cal, during the watch along? The worst thing that would be the most Liverpool ever is if we lose this game and then Arsenal do drop points and there was the opportunity. The advantage.
Villa wasting too many chances.
Did Tielemans hit the crossbar? Was that Tielemans?
They've hit the post and the crossbar 2 or 3 times. Yeah.
No, BC said, is the problem Klopp not knowing how to play another way? As he said previously, Atalanta has given us the blueprint on how to play against us now, though.
I mean, we say this, but this has been his most progressive season in terms of tactical changes and winning games and making the right moves. We're just fizzling out at the end again. Are we going to forget September, October, November, December, January when Klopp was doing loads of brilliant tactical switches and changes and bringing us subs and doing the right thing and winning games? Like, so easy right at the end of the season when you're angry to just start acting like man's dead out here. Man ain't been doing well to get us here in the first place. It's very disingenuous. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I just find that very disingenuous. Like, we're here because of the team playing well, meaning players aren't shit and aren't crap. We're here because the manager's done well. And then because we fall away at the end, all of a sudden everybody's crap.
I think the comment was alluding maybe to this. The man-to-man press that Man United always do against us. It does seem to cause us problems, though. And if I'm being honest, Atalanta did it.
For a lot of teams. It's difficult for a lot of teams to handle the man-to-man press. A lot of teams struggle when they get man-to-man press.
Drift, no. What people are saying is that Liverpool have played, like you said, we played very well this season, right? But it's kind of a not common thing, but you see how we were talking about Eric Ten Hag, like, to be fair to him, normally does well against us. That's one thing they normally do. Now, obviously, we could have won those games as well, but what I'm saying is it just makes the game more difficult for us. Atalanta, I think, was still... We had an off day. So regardless of what tactics they use, we were never going to win that game. Today, again, I said in the preview, they're probably going to go fire back. They will be aggressive. Man-to-man press, I guess, they don't, yeah.
The man-to-man pressing has definitely affected us in the last few games back. But we still created 20 chances in both the games.
No, I know, but what I mean is
we scored goals.
No.
So has it really affected us as much as people think?
I think
because if we finished our chances, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
No, you're right. Chance creation is still high. I agree with you on that. What I'm saying is, though, teams are just making it that much harder. So even though when I deep it now, okay, say we've had 30 shots, 30. Let's just say we have 30 shots. It doesn't mean to say that all of those 30 shots were good, though, as we know, innit? Maybe only like 6 of them are maybe good and 3 of them are amazing. I think that's what maybe people are trying to allude to. It's so, we're great chances.
Good chance, Matt, Like today, I said, every forward as an individual, plus others, had a clear chance today. And Diaz is the only one where you go, like, that was mad difficult. I think it was a brilliant save from Nunez. But again, he's in the middle of the goal. You got to say, like, from there, you should really be scoring. And then, like I said, then you go Salah, Jota. I think Gakpo might have been the only one who did it. But then Jones still had his chance. Where, bro, you sit back and you go, we should have scored 2 today. Even if there wasn't like 30 clear chances, those chances alone, we should have scored 2 today. We should have scored.
So should Palace.
What other chance? I'm trying to remember what other.
The Mateta one where Alisson made us.
Remember Alisson just went like that. Out of nowhere. That's one of the great. He's done a do-deck. Alisson done a do-deck, but it was in vain because he didn't win the damn game or get a draw. Though that's a killer.
But that shows that defensively and offensively, there's been issues, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. We've got issues.
So where does that come from then?
Comes from a bit of both. It comes from the manager and it comes from the players.
I think it's
exactly
when players are making individual mistakes. You know what I mean? It depends which way you look at it.
East Henderson says, Drift, you have a point about cohesiveness, but this summer we will cash in on more. I reckon.
I think Edwards will, but we're not going to get the money we want because he won't go to Saudi. So.
BC says, I give Klopp all the props, Drift. Just saying, as Klopp said, he doesn't know how to play any other way. Say when we needed to defend.
No, I hear you.
Defend the lead at times.
I hear you on that. But again, if the players aren't doing what he asked to execute, then it's a 50-50 thing, isn't it?
But yeah, people, listen, I think that's all I can even fathom right now. I'm just Jammer, Ray, how do you feel if Arsenal lost or drew today?
No, I feel about a 1 out of 10 at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think I can get any lower, bro, if I'm being honest, Jammer. Because here's the thing. Arsenal might not even win their game, but like Drift was saying, it's about us. We didn't do nothing. We didn't do anything.
Always been about us.
Even if you got a draw and the draw is bad and Arsenal lost, you'll be like, all right, we gained a point, but we still got to worry about Man City. But we didn't even do that. So,
well, here's the thing: a draw would have kept us level on points with City, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no, they would have still been a point ahead of us, wouldn't they? Yeah.
But we just couldn't even, bro. We lost at home to Palace, man. I mean, flipping out.
We
can't rely on other teams as well.
But you know what, Jamrock, I'll be honest with you. If Arsenal drop points, it would still make me feel slightly better, but I'd also feel sick at the same time, if that makes sense. Because if you do want to believe we're still in the title race, you need every single opportunity that any of the opposition can drop points. So you can't say that it wouldn't feel beneficial to some degree, but it would just make you feel sick we didn't capitalize on it. So like nobody could tell me if Arsenal won today, it feels better than if they drop points. Because then you'd just be lying to yourself. But it would make us feel sick we didn't do our job. Do you get where I'm coming from? Like, it can't make you feel better if Arsenal win.
Yeah.
It'll make me feel worse. That's what I'm saying. It'll make me feel worse. Any result Arsenal get will make me feel worse.
100.
If they win, it's going to make me feel worse.
I can see Man City. I don't know why. I feel like, if Arsenal drop points...
Man City won't drop another point. That's it.
All I'm saying is Arsenal, if they drop a point, just a point, I think City are right there.
I think Casil there is right when he says Arsenal will actually grab the 1-0 winner and they'll just move on. And it'll be a bad game, but they got the result. Because they haven't played well today, but they'll get the result and then that'll be it.
So I'll tell you what annoys me. I watch games like this and I see Villa with inferior players. We sit here and we go, we've got a better defense than Arsenal player for player, but both of them defensively set up way better than we do structurally. Both teams way better.
I don't know if I would say both teams because Villa do give up as many chances as we do.
I don't know about Villa though. Villa's a bit
Villa give up as many chances as we do, Cal. They're known for position.
And because they have inferior players. We sit here and we say Konate's better than Saliba. Virgil and Gabriel's not even close. Ben White can't talk to Trent or them, man. We say Zinchenko and Kirill can't talk to Robbo and Tsimikas. So why are they conceding less goals than us? Why do they look less open than us? Why aren't they doing the helter-skelter stuff? Why are they not sprinting back every time the team's got?
We play high intensity, high Gengen press, attack, defend from the front football, and that's how we've always played.
And that's been my point from the beginning.
But that's what's got us our success as well. So it's been a gift and a curse. It's been a gift and a curse because it's given us our success and it's also contributed to our demises. So it's both, isn't it?
The Red Guy 8 says, hey guys, I wanted to ask a question. Is a football fan still a fan when they stop watching their team due to things falling apart, but he or she does it for their own mental health? Am I a plastic fan? No, you're not a plastic fan, and you do what you need to do for your own mental health.
If you're having a bad day and you don't think you can deal with it, that's completely fine. Being a fake fan, I'm not even trying to tell anybody how to be a fan, but in my opinion, being a fake fan would be if you kind of like didn't really watch football all season and then right at the end, you heard or you found out that they were doing really well. And then for the last couple of games, you started watching and then it came to the parade and celebrated like you've been there the whole time. That's kind of more about being like a fake fan. But like, yeah, I mean, what is it even a fake fan? But yeah.
That's what I mean. What exactly is a fake fan? Big yourself, though, brother. You got to do what you got to do, man.
Do you know what I would say?
Your
I
own
would say
mental.
there are die-hard fans and there are casual fans. I don't actually think they're real fans and fake fans. I just think there are die-hard fans and there are casual fans.
Yeah.
Cool. All right then, guys. Listen, we'll see you tomorrow. Monday night show will be back. Lots of things to discuss after obviously today's loss. I think it's Liverpool's first loss in the Prem this season, if I'm not mistaken, at home at Anfield. So yeah, how's it going to affect us going forward? What do we do going forward as well? What does it mean for certain players' futures? I'm sure that'll be all talking points for tomorrow's Monday night show. But people, listen, thank you for rocking with us. Over 1,000 of you in here. Please smash that like button and subscribe to Team Kopish, all that good stuff. You know, it really helps the channel if you do like this video as well. And yeah, man. Anything you want to say for the tape people out, Cal? Andrew?
No, just big up to everyone who supports.
Cool.
Yeah, big up to everyone. Big up. Hopefully, even if you stop rocking with Liverpool, you keep rocking with us. Even that's going to be extremely difficult. I'm not even going to lie, boys. This next 3 or 4 weeks is going to be so tough for us to keep coming here and having to just have long.
You got to keep going to work. If things are rough, you still got to go to work, innit? It's one of them ones, isn't it? You got to go to work.
Yeah, we're
just
gonna have faces like a flat fish for the next 3 or 4 weeks, and it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be very difficult. You know what I mean? I might even stop cutting my hair. That's how annoyed I am.
Man, did a reverse fade. Yo, people, we'll see you again tomorrow.
For no reason, mad thing.
People, love for the love each and every time. It's Team Kopish. We're out, people.
Big up,
love.
everyone.